Hey guys, this is Art back with another video. One day I'm gonna come up with a new intro, a new catchphrase for the intro and outro. One day, just not today. I'm not that creative. Um, well, first thing I want to say thank you to all of my subscribers who watch my videos. I just found out I'd reached 35. Last time I remember was like 20. I was like, what? There's 35 now? Wow, that's awesome. And usually usually YouTube would notify me, hey, you got a new subscriber, but it didn't do that. So either I missed it or whatnot. I don't know. But for you guys, thanks for subscribing. And I hope you're watching my videos and I hope you learn for certain things. No, I'm not a teacher. I'm not a doctor, psychiatrist, or anything. I'm just a guy who happened along a lot of weird circumstances, and this is my insight upon those circumstances. Saturday morning at 9 o'clock in the morning. I've been up since like maybe 6:30. I don't know why. Okay. This is probably my first. No, this is not my first video of 2019. This is probably my second or third one. But this is something I haven't. I try to upload once a week, but a lot of times I don't get any inspiration or anything like that. Or if I'm really inspired or something really happened, I upload as I see fit. I don't have a set schedule when I do a video. If I get, you know, inspired, I might throw 2 or 3 videos in a day. Who knows? Instead of having one mega long 3 hour video, I might film one part now, a couple hours film another part. If who knows? That's okay. One thing 2018 was not the best year for me. It wasn't the best, but it was better than most. One of the things that if you started watching my videos, you notice I was on probation for drunk driving, and I got off probation in 2016. And the thing is, with that, a DUI will ruin your life. It really will. It really will ruin your life. Now, how you go about that is a totally different scenario. I did lots of videos on that. But if you go look through my video profile, you'll see it. And what happens once you get off of probation, it's going to take you a while to rebuild back everything that you actually lost. Because you will lose a lot of things. Sometimes you will lose friendships or perceived friendships. Sometimes you might lose this, you might lose that. Me, I lost a whole bunch of money. And as soon as I started getting up, and what happened, I fell into a mode where as soon as I start climbing up that mountain again, something happens. I slip right back down. Climb that mountain, slip back down. That kind of thing. Okay, so one of the things I'm going to do this year is I always been working on myself. Always have been trying to work on myself and get myself together. But I'm going to have to try to be more selfish instead of selfless. So, what prompted this? What prompted this line of thinking? I was texting the every now and then. In the past video, I told you about I bought this bitch a phone. Okay, and what happened is I'm still paying on it. Okay, still paying on it. Girl did not send me one dime, not one fucking dime. Okay, now, now a lot of us will look up and say, well, why don't you cut the phone off? Okay, I thought about that. I cut the phone off, but I'm still paying on it. Problem is, these days, see, before, if you cut the phone off, the phone was useless. These days, as long as you have a Wi Fi signal, you can still use your phone, even though you don't have service. So here's the thing. So if I shut that girl's phone down, as long as she's in Wi Fi distance of somewhere, she can use her phone. So in a sense, is shutting the phone down a really good thing? And what happened is I asked my carrier T-Mobile about that, and that's what they told me. So okay, fine. So then, what's the what's the use of me shutting down the phone? Well, see, well, the idea is that their theory behind it is the fact that one, you shut down the phone. This is what the rep told me. Now, he could be jiving. He could be telling me a lie, or just tell me something to get me off the damn phone. That even though a lot of places does have Wi-Fi, they since you can't just walk and talk on the phone, you have to actually have a Wi-Fi source, whatever. So one of the things is that she keeps in contact with me, which she used to do on a regular basis to request money. And I'm looking around here, and I was like, at first, I thought about it. Okay, yeah. She tell me a story. I fall for it. Sounds plausible. Okay, I'll give you that. Then I looked up and I said, wait, hold on a second. Why this woman asking me for money? Now, to some of you who've seen my videos before, I talked about this before, and some of you seen those videos. I'm just rehashing stuff. I understand that. You'll see why I'm rehashing it to set up for the next step. If I'm paying you a phone for you, you don't need anything else from me. The problem is that you want other things. You want things from me, which is, and this is the kind of mode I fell into. I fell into helping out other people. Now, I was texting her the other day because she wished me happy, Merry Christmas and Happy New Year and all sorts of stuff. I wished her and her twin sister Merry Christmas and all that other stuff, which I was dating her twin sister. Or I was dating her, but she wasn't really dating me, kind of thing. Okay? Take it as that. And she goes, you know what? She texts me you're a great friend, you're a great guy, you're understanding, this is all the stuff you tell a guy that you try to tell this guy, all the stuff that you say that you're just a great friend kind of thing, which to me and this girl, that's what we are, nothing more, nothing less. Now, did I bust a nut in her a couple years ago? Yeah, it sure did. Luckily, I was I was condom up, I wasn't worried about that. And after a while, I just looked up and was like, okay, whatever. She said, she basically told me I was a great guy, which is fine. So, if you're dealing with a woman and she tells you you're a great guy, you have no interest in that woman, that's no big deal. Now, say if I was interested in her and she told me that, that's like kill yourself now kind of thing. And one thing she texts also, she goes, the only thing I don't like about you is that you seem to help more people. You seem to care more about other people, and you seem to help others more than you help yourself. That's what she wrote. I looked up. I mean, at first, I was livid. I was mad. How can you tell me something like that? You bust out and tell me that. And I was pissed off because I was dealing off of emotions. You tell me that, but I'm paying your damn phone bill every month. You asked for a while, I was feeding you money as well as turning that all in. I was doing all this shit for you. And that's what you said. I was mad. And after that, I said, oh, I didn't really say anything. I just like, okay, yeah, cool. I left it alone, and I was fuming for hours. Then I sat and thought about it. Why would she tell me that? Hmm. Either one, she's telling me that only I should be helping her out, and I shouldn't be helping other people out, but it's okay for me to help her out, or which I think is number one, or two, I shouldn't be helping anybody out. I think it's number one. She doesn't include herself in that. I'm thinking number two. She thinking number one. Okay. So I look up and I thought about it. I was like, huh. I sat and thought about it. My ex-girlfriend, which is her twin sister. Every time she asked me for money, I gave it to her. If I had it. If I had the money, I gave it to her. If I didn't have it, I didn't give it to her. If I didn't want to give her money, I didn't give it to her. But she always stayed around. When I got tired of giving her money, when I got tired, she moved halfway across the state. I got sick and tired of giving her money every fucking month. Every day. Every other day. $50 here, $60. I mean, that shit adds up. You think about it. Hmm. Average is $50 a day. 6 days a week. That's 300. That's $300 a week at least. And I'm like, man, I'm broke. And I was like, damn, I'm broke. My car goes down, and I'm like, I don't have anybody to help me fix this car, so I had to take the bus and all this other stuff for about a month so I could save up money to get it fixed. In the meantime, she ran off with some other dude. Okay. Then her twin sister came to town, was doing some stuff. She tried to console me with her best friend, which they're all friends together. And then I end up switching from one to another, helping these two bitches out. Then she left, helping this one bitch out. She left and started helping. That's how it was. That's what I fell into from 2017 and 2018. 2019's here. That's all gone to a certain extent, except for the phone. This year I'm going to pay off the rest of that phone. This year I'm going to pay off the rest of that phone. Then after that, phone line's cut, done. Especially when I see her Facebook post. You talking about this motherfucker's makeup kit? You talking about going to Ulta buying makeup all the time? Don't have money to pay that phone. You don't have money to send me to pay that phone, but you got money to get makeup. Yeah. Then every now and then you want to send me some tits or ass pic to try to get money out of me. I'm like, no. No. But anyway, so then her best friend, Oh, blah, 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 blah. Okay, fine, I'll help you out. While you're in recovery, okay, I'll help you out because you're in recovery and all this other stuff. Then after I thought about it, I was like, wait, hold on a second. This bitch halfway across the state. She talks to me, then all of a sudden she tells me to fuck off. Then she comes back, so, oh, I'm sorry, I was going through some shit. Now she's talking to me, now all of a sudden she cuts me off again. And I'm sitting right here, I was like, wait, hold on, this is a yo-yo kind of shit. You want to talk to me, you want me to give you encouragement, you come to me for encouragement and advice and all this other stuff, then you want to cut me off because all of a sudden you start dating your ex-boyfriend again or something like that, and he don't want you contacting anybody. But this guy's a fucking loser in himself. Go fuck yourself. Not dealing with it. Not gonna deal with it. So like I said, some of that foolishness I'm getting rid of. Now, getting to the point I was trying to make by me being more selfish. The other day I came across a Facebook story. Now I have no idea if the story was true or not. But it can be plausible. Story goes like a man sees a homeless man asking for change. It's a normal occurrence. The man walks up and gives this guy some money. Normal occurrence. Normal occurrence. Man's curious. Normally curious. What happened to you? Homeless man says, why you want to know? And the guy asks the homeless guy, how the hell did you get in this situation right here? Was it drugs? Was it this? Was it bad investments? Or did you lose your job? Did you do this? Did you do that? The homeless guy come up, he says something like that, but it's slightly not what you really expect. And the guy goes, tell me. He goes, all right, I'll tell you. Long time ago, I helped people out. People was down in their luck, I gave them my last dollar. People was down, people needed their lights on, I helped them keep their lights on. People needed food, I helped people put food in their bellies. I help family, I help friends, I help potential loved ones, like relationship kind of things. I did all that for all these. I did that for all these other people, and I didn't blink an eye. And then sooner or later, I had a bad turn of events. And when I needed the help, no one was around to help me out. As further and further I sank, the people who I helped out became further and distanced themselves further and further away from me. And now I'm on the streets. Not because I lost a job. I've had a job, but I had a job. Thing, yeah, I mean, technically, the guy probably did lose his job, but that's not the part of the story. The moral of that story was that guy was me. I'm reading this. This guy is me. Everybody had their hand out. See, here's my hand. Hand. Everybody had their hand out. They wanted some money from me. They wanted to pay their rent. They wanted to keep their lights on. They needed food for money for food. They needed this. They needed that. They needed this. My car break now I have a new car. My old car breaks down. Hey man, can you help me out? No, I don't have it. Hey, nope, I don't have it. Oh, how come you can't come can you pick me up? I'm like, no, my car's down. Why? Well, you can't fix it? I just help you pay your rent. I give you $400 to pay your rent. Of course I don't have it. Oh well, call me when you get your. You see, it was that kind of responses. And at first I was like, and at that time I was pissed off too. I was emotional. And then I started thinking, why am I helping these motherfuckers out? And when I'm asked out, no one's bending over backwards to help me. well, if you wouldn't spend all your money. One person replied, well, if you wouldn't spend all your money, you mean the fact that you asked me to help you pay your rent? Okay, not a problem. You see what I'm saying? It's that kind of scenario. That's what's 2017 to 2018. 2019, more of a switch. Not helping people out. People say, oh, I need a gift. Can you buy me a gift for my birthday? A $25 Amazon gift card. I'm like, what for? What are you going to do for me? It's funny because, like, Twitter, Instagram, and all this other stuff, people hit me up, then they start asking me for shit. No. But anyway, that's a totally different, same scenario, but a different story. For example, my friend Maria. And the funny thing is, when people need you, they always keep in contact with you. My friend Maria, I talked about her a couple times on some videos. I was kind of figuring out what was going on with her. I haven't heard from her for a while. Oh, she was in a psych ward for 2 weeks. Like, what the hell were you doing in a psych ward for 2 weeks? I don't want to talk about it. Okay, fine. I'm not going to talk about it. You want to go hang out? Okay, fine. So here I am. I'm taking her bitch to get clothing, return clothing. Why are you returning clothing? You don't really have money, but you're returning clothing all the time. You're selling your old clothing for money. Stop that shit. That's a waste of my time. That's a waste of time. You got a nice coat. You had like a leather jacket kind of thing. You sold it for $10 because you needed the cash right away. It's that kind of mentality. And then I said, I'm hungry. I'm gonna go eat. She tags along, eats. Not a problem. I said, okay, fine, I'll buy you dinner. She starts flirting around with me. I'm thinking, oh, okay, something might happen, so I'll keep this up. Then she's like, oh, I just want to be friends again. Okay, no problem. Then she starts flirting again. Like the yo-yo kind of. I'm like, no, no. Then all of a sudden, one day, she's like, I don't want to. I don't want to. I'm not interested in you. I'm never gonna have sex with you. I'm asexual. I don't believe in having sex. You told me you had sex 4 months ago. So who did dude you have sex with 4 months ago? How come? And the funny thing is, how come you can have sex with this dude 4 months ago, but you can't have sex with me? You see what I'm saying? This is the kind of shit I went through. Now, some of this stuff I didn't say in past videos, but I'm saying it now. And so, like I said, I said, okay, fine, no problem. We're friends, nothing more, nothing less. I left it at that. Then she kept pressing the issue because in her mind, I'm cutting your ass off, in which I did. And she wants to try to turn in her twisted little mind. She wants to justify it and saying the reason why I don't want to deal with it for her because she don't want to have sex with me. If I don't want to have sex with this guy, he's gonna turn me away. So that way can use this for somebody else. Oh, there was one guy, but since I didn't want, he didn't want, I'm like, no, I ain't dealing. No, I said I'm not dealing with that. I'm not dealing with that at all. And I said, well, I'll tell you what. One, I'm not taking you out to dinner. I'm not helping you buy your clothes. I'm not helping you with take care of your laundry or other utilities or whatnot. You figured all that shit out on your own. If you want to chill out of the house and talk, I'm down with that. But after that, I'm bouncing. I'm not taking you here. I'm not taking you there. I'm not doing any of all that shit. Guess what? I haven't heard from that bitch. Had not heard one peep from that bitch. Now the fun thing is she goes, "Oh, you have a problem. You have a problem saying no." A lot of guys have problems saying no when they think they're about to bust a nut in your ass. A lot of guys have problems saying no when they think they're about to bust a nut. When they think you're gonna spread your legs and they're gonna bust a nut, a couple nuts. Of course they're gonna say they're gonna be agreeable until a certain when they realize they're not getting it. And like for example, every relationship that she had went the same way. When these guys realized that she wasn't down like that, I'm wasting my damn time. Of course, I haven't unloaded on that on her yet, but sooner or later I might. But then again, like I said, I have not heard one peep from her. So Christmas, I said, "Hey, happy Merry Christmas and Happy New Year," and then she replied back. But other than that, I have not heard a peep from her. Not one peep. I don't expect her to because she knows I'm not going to do anything for her. That's me being more selfish. This other girl always promised me that I'm gonna spend some time with you. We're gonna go to get together, and it never happens. Really? I'm gonna work at it. I'm gonna try to work at this bar tonight. Why don't you come up? I thought about it. I said, fuck that. I ain't going. I ended up going. Talked to me for a couple minutes, and then and after that, I was like, why did I waste my damn time? Oh, can you help me? Can you come up to the house and help me? Move some furniture around. Okay, no problem. I do that. It's no money involved except for me driving out there. And oh, we're gonna spend some time together. I'm like, okay, fine. During that time, she hung out with some friends. She hung out with some friends. A lot of them were women. Did Art get invited? No. Lately, this one guy that was helping her out. Now this guy literally helps her out. Like sometimes he pays for her shit. Sometimes he does all this stuff for her and all this other stuff. He got locked up. Supposedly he got locked up for something. He got locked up. I haven't heard the true story yet, but supposedly they had an argument. I think he pushed her. He took her car, and all of a sudden he's up in jail. When she said that to me, I was like, "You called this guy. You called this guy and got this guy locked up. Now you want to bail him out? Just go to the police. Just go to the police. And say, hey, it was all a mistake, and you drop the charge, and they'll let him go. Simple as that. No, you got to bail him out for this." I'm like, oh boy. I told her no. First it was $300. No, this is right before Christmas. This is right before Christmas. I don't have that kind of money to drop before Christmas. Actually, I did have the money, but I'm not dropping the money for this dude for Christmas. This is my Christmas, New Year's kind of spending cash. Oh, don't worry, you'll get your money back. In the past, every time I helped your ass out, I never got my money back. Never. So, what? So, I'm going to be out $300? Seriously? No. Then she dropped it down to 160. I said, no, I didn't even answer her back. I'm like, fuck, I ain't answering that shit. Guess what? Haven't heard from her in weeks. I did say Happy New Year to her. But see, the thing is, she can go out, party with friends, hang out with other people, and all this other shit. And like I said, you got time, but you don't got time for me. And since you don't have time for me, I'm not helping your ass out. So I'm being more selfish. That's great. If that means I don't hear from some people, that's fine. That means I'm not spending my time and energy helping out other people who don't respect me. Now, I tell you the truth, there's some of you out there who probably like, well, Art, you fell for that shit. I would never fall for that. But guess what? A lot of times you have fell for that. You just don't want to admit it, or you didn't notice it yet. Happy holidays. But the idea is this. I understand that you want this. I understand that you want this, or you want this, or you believe this, or you believe that. I understand that. The idea is the fact that number one, we're all human. We all do dumb things. We all do dumb shit. I just got sick and tired of doing the same dumb shit. Especially when I, especially when it affects the pocketbook. When I look up and I see this, when I see that my pocketbook looks like this, that's when I say, hey, you know what? Something's wrong here. Oh, okay. That's why I say something's wrong here. I'm like that. I'm like the homeless guy, or I'm about to become that homeless guy. Now, like I said, I don't know if that's a really true story or not, but I could see that happening. How many times have you heard of situations where you do all this stuff for somebody, and then what happens is they do nothing for you, and then you wonder, why the hell I keep doing this? Well, it's because you haven't learned. I'm starting to learn. So that's why 2019, one of the things I'm going to do is being more selfish. So I spent 30 something minutes talking about this. Leave your comments. I welcome every comment. Leave some suggestions. Tell me your story. Tell me your story. And with that, I'm going to leave you guys and talk to you guys later.